Facebook's always a little sneaky thing, Jim. Like all of a sudden it just pops on and you don't even know. Yeah, I want it on my timeline, please.
Webinar is now streaming live. Nice.
Nicely done.
Well done, Brenny.
Okay, so I get to close this down because it's fetching. It still says it's fetching it, but I know it's not. I know it's already live.
It's live.
They love to mess with you. Okay, now I shut that off so we don't have feedback. All right, woo-hoo, we made it. Who would have thought, right? Hey guys, I'm Brenny Larson, and I am host of the Get Seen, Get Lead Summit, and we are having all kinds of fun with this. And we're also finding out how to plow through obstacles when things just don't go as smooth as we think they should. But that's part about being an entrepreneur, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what are you going to do to plow through these obstacles to get seen? So look who I have here today, another team member of Team Wasili's Global Win-Win.
Hello, everybody.
Jim Peinkofer is here today, and he's going to take it away and give you some tips and strategies, guys, on what? Local business. There's Charles popping in. Woo-hoo. So, Jim, I'm going to turn it over to you because, you know, I hate reading bios. It seems so mechanical, and I'm a little more ad-lib than that. Mm-hmm. And so I'll give it to you, and I'm going to go look on Facebook and see if they have questions. Guys, please participate here, and we're ready to go to find out about local leads because we use a platform that for sure local leads can use. Correct, sir?
Yes. I love local leads, and I'm going to start sharing my screen because I have a formal presentation on PowerPoint, and I really love PowerPoint. Let's go to from the beginning and take it away. The title of this is How to Drive Leads to Your Offline Business. So it looks like it's for local businesses. It is, but this is also a presentation for local marketers as well. And that's kind of where I cut my teeth in the internet marketing, and I love it. There's obviously some challenges in local marketing, but there's a lot of opportunities. And if you're a local business, there's a lot of opportunities to really enhance what you are doing or what you might not even be thinking about. So the title of this.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about you? Like, how long have you been doing this? Or is this further in the presentation?
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Awesome. Okay. The other title is How to Make Money Online. And so this is for local businesses. They don't think they can even make money online, but they can. So about me. That was a great intro, Brenny. Thank you. I have been owner of Peinkofer Associates since 1997. I started web design back then in the dinosaur years, and far different than what they are today. And I'm also a clinical social worker, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm from the East Coast, but migrated over to Indiana in 1995. Became a licensed clinical social worker during that time. And I'm the author of 4 books, and mainly on child abuse and child homicide, because that's what my passion was as a pediatric social worker. And that's kind of where I got my little as seen on over here, because I was very involved in doing interviews on TV on a nationwide basis and a local basis too. But my true calling has been internet services. And so in 2011, I developed AM Internet Services. I focused on mobile marketing because that was kind of all the rage back then. And a lot of businesses didn't have mobile responsive websites. And so I sold a lot of mobile responsive websites to local businesses. And that's how I really got started. Since then, I've about a year ago, it's been a year already, I got involved in Builderall, the Builderall platform, and I ultimately became a certified partner and then an ambassador. I wanted to go back to the local businesses. Now what I'm doing is using BuildRoll and getting local businesses to jump on board. And when I first started with BuildRoll, I thought, how the heck can I incorporate this? But what you can do is have BuildRoll folks or the local businesses jump on BuildRoll, and then they own their own property. So many times web developers hold the keys, hold local businesses hostage, and it's just not fair. So if you're paying, as a local business, you're paying someone to make a website for you, to do hosting, to create a video, you own that as a local business. And my little, I have a giveaway in this as part of this presentation. It's called the 10 best strategies for local businesses. And that's one of the things I really focus on, is owning what you have paid for and not being held hostage. So with BuildRoll, oftentimes what will happen is local businesses hire me to create a web page or a web funnel, and we'll get to that in a second. And I build it for them, and it's a one and done. There's no hosting. If what they do, they pay their own monthly fee on BuildRoll. But if they need me for other things, design work, logos, I can help them with that. So that is the premise that I've been going through with BuildRoll and with local businesses. Now let's get to the heart of the presentation. And Brenny, if you ever need to jump in and wave at me, please do. So to get visitors your way, wouldn't that be a nice picture of all these visitors lining up to your door? As a local business, you need to have an online presence. That is the minimum, and you just have to. A lot of businesses say, like us on Facebook, and they don't do anything about that. In order to beat their competition, a local business, you have to have a better online presence than your competition. And there are several strategies to do that. And we're going to start with, I'm going to throw a whole bunch of things at you, but who has a time for all this? Look at this. This is crazy. And just going through, some of these are hard to pronounce, much less do, but these are things that a good business online has to deal with, has to understand, and internet marketers have the opportunity to help local businesses figure all these out and to take them forward. So what you're doing, everyone is competing with online space, Google ranking, etc. And if they're not paying attention to a lot of these things, then they're going to be lost. So it's definitely an opportunity for local marketers, but for local businesses, this is what you need. And I'm going to add a couple more down there. So just soak that all in, get a headache automatically, and go forward. All right. So what are your options as a local business? You could outsource it. So that could be a virtual assistant that you hire to build things. And that's oftentimes what, if they use me or use another internet marketer to, say, create their website or web funnel, that is outsourcing. You could hire someone, actually hire someone to come into your firm. Oftentimes, local businesses do. They have paid positions, for example, for social media manager. And then you could also handle the issues or development yourself. I know this one auto repair shop in town, and the guy does it all. He runs his business, but he's on his computer like constantly tweaking, trying to get him ranked up. That's quite a lot to ask for. So you're not only running a business, but you're trying to run your online business as well. And then there is coaching. So that would be you hire an expert either in your area, but that's the gem of online stuff. The person doesn't have to live in the same town like you had in the past. Back in the 90s, when I was doing websites for people, obviously I'd have to live in the same town because they'd have multiple questions. They want me to come over, and email helped, but it was a lot easier if I was in the same area. These days, you don't need that. You have coaching, and so you hire someone to be your coach, to talk you through it, to get you set up. And so that's an opportunity for local marketers to help local businesses. Okay, the big elephant these days is websites versus web funnels. And right now we're going to focus on websites. What websites traditionally have been and what they are today is they list the history of your company. They have a little thing about us, the history, and then about the current, what the company is actually doing these days. They feature their products and services, I hope, and then they have contact info. So with all those, that's very 90s, very 2000s. It's important, but how many businesses, local businesses, are getting contacts and sales that way? What are your ranking? What's your listing? So if I talk about ranking and listing for local businesses who don't know what I'm talking about, if you go on Google and you type in plumber San Antonio, Texas, you will have page 1 on Google. And the reason why it's important to be in that number 1 spot, just below the map, you have a map listing, but right below that is that 37% of all viewers searching for that term or any term will click on that link, 37%. And then it drops exponentially down. So the next one's 16%, and then 8%, and then it just kind of, so if you're on page 2, page 3, you are not going to get a lot of leads. So that's why there's a coveted first, not only page in Google, but the first ranking organically, which is right below the maps. That is coveted, and people will pay through the nose every month, thousands of dollars every month to be in that position. And there are people who can help you with that. But so is it effective? Are websites effective these days? And you could have some other information about your company too. You got to look at that. So let's take a look at web funnels instead. So as you'll see with the image on the left, you get leads in, and leads are from your web visitors. So it starts with website visitors. They click on some information to share their information with you. That is considered a warm lead because they've taken action. They go down, and you basically provide them an irresistible offer, and it forces them to click that buy button and become your customer. And then you have follow-up sequences after that, and they become your customer for life. Very, very cool. So web funnels, you have that carrot, that reward for the website visitor coming to your web funnel, and you capture their information. And you can make, now that you have their information, they can become recurring contacts for you. You are sharing your contact information, their contact information. It's a back and forth. And any other thing, so a product services that you have, it is back and forth. So I just want to show you which one wins. Well, I think the web funnel. Let's take a peek. I'm going to jump out of this for a second and show you let me go to the Tesla Roadster. This is probably the ultimate funnel that you will ever see. The picture itself is engaging. This is not a web site. It kind of is, but it's more of a web funnel. So the image goes right up to the header. These are all clickable links. Look how beauty a car that is. It talks about some basic information. And what's this right here? I don't know if you can even see my arrow, but that is an arrow that's pointing down You're already above the fold, and the fold is where you have to click and scroll down. There is a Reserve Now button. And look at this arrow, just bouncing up and down. And the importance of that is that it takes you to the next page, right into a video, yummy, yummy car that is just gorgeous. It's a gorgeous video, auto plays. Okay, so we have basic specs and 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. Sign me up. 0 to 104 seconds. Okay. Top speed over 250 miles an hour. And okay, then it goes through that. Base price, well, $250,000 car. Gorgeous. All right, so it's designed for performance and aero efficiency. Again, because this is a funnel, you will have minimal information about us. We don't care about the history of your, it is simple messages, big old images. The interior is gorgeous. Coming down, and this is my favorite part. You ready? Boom. That is such a cool boom, boom. I love it. It is a glass roof, and they make it very engaging. And then finally, you go down to Elon Musk, a video that goes to the Roadster unveil. And right below him is another line drawing your eye to where? The Reserve Now and Get Newsletter buttons. The perfect web funnel. So it's, and to reserve it, you have to have a down payment of, I believe, $1,000. The thing is, it goes from point A down to point Z beautifully. All right, let me jump back on. And so that's why I feel that web funnels work. And that's why they win. All right. I think we're probably going to save questions till later. You probably have a bunch, but I'll review it. Now, let's talk about social media, because that is not a 500-pound gorilla in the room, because it is what it is. It's there. And if you're a local business not utilizing social media, you're doing your business an injustice. I don't care what niche you're in. Accountants have very successful social media involvement. Doesn't matter. If you're a cleaning and restoration, social media. You got to go for it. You got to put it out there. Obviously, some niches are more successful with engagement and likes and retweets and you name it. But you got to do it. So we have a variety of social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even LinkedIn. Why this is vital for the local business. You provide engagement. That is key. You are putting things out there in all these 4 different platforms, and you are trying to pull visitors in to like you, to say, hey, he or she is sharing some very hip info about their business, and I kind of like what they share. So you're engaging them. You're also showcasing your products. And I'm not talking every time. Some businesses, this is where they fail. They might post on Facebook once a quarter. And every time they post, they say, oh, here's a new product. Like it. That's not the way to do social media. The right way is to to promote your business daily. And if you have to hire a social media person, do. And that's where internet marketers come in, that's a service that they can provide. You are putting things out there across many platforms to engage and to ultimately, maybe once a week, showcase a new product. What you're also showcasing your company updates. And again, companies might not update weekly. It doesn't matter. You're sharing different aspects of your company so it looks like an update, but it's really something you've been doing all along. So you might hire someone, or someone might be having a work anniversary. something like that. It doesn't matter. It's something that's like, oh, wow, isn't that nice? They're celebrating the secretary who's been there for 20 years. That's cool. That's really neat. And then there is the Facebook Messenger service. This is fairly new. This is something that is fairly recent, very, very key now for local businesses, because what happens is this is you get people literally into a funnel, and it's a hands-off. You hire someone to create this messenger service for you. They build this automated system for your business, if you're a local business, and then kind of like take it away. So anyone who visits your page or likes you, you're able to kind of capture them. So not only with engagement on social media, but with the new Facebook Messenger service, huge. It's huge for local businesses. So there's also any other things that you can think of. Suppose you're taking a picture with of your business. You want to share over time. So in this area, we're going to have, say, a dental office. We're going to have the front desk. We're going to have the doctor at work. We're going to share an Invisalign product, and so that there's your upsell. So anything else that you can think of sharing on social media. Now, I did want to hit LinkedIn. Why would a local business share any posts or updates on LinkedIn? And it's a rhetorical question. Because other businesses who aren't in the same niche will recognize them. So if it, say, an auto repair, and they're talking about this week their oil change, it was dropped by 50% for this week only, and they're kind of talking about it not only on Facebook but in LinkedIn. Heck, if I'm an accountant, I get my oil change, I might like these guys. I'll go over there, I'll get a deal, and so yeah, so that's why.
So I have a question. Does
Please.
it matter if you're an online or an offline business as far as where you would focus on either Facebook or LinkedIn?
I don't think it matters. It really doesn't, because with online, though, if you don't have a brick and mortar, if you're doing online, probably LinkedIn would be the way to go. Here's the thing. LinkedIn is for professionals.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Facebook is for every day.
Everything.
There's professionals on there.
Right.
But LinkedIn, if you're online, I would hit LinkedIn daily.
Do you kind of think LinkedIn is like a missing golden nugget that people are missing out on? Because they push Facebook ads, Facebook groups, Facebook this, Facebook that. And then I'm thinking, well, like if I am a mom and a pop shop with, a oil change special, yeah, it might go over well locally because we have an active local city group, on Facebook here. But would that be more of a LinkedIn thing, or are you looking professionals like, the suit and tie type people?
It doesn't have to be suit and tie. I mean, a lot of LinkedIn folks share national stories that has to do with their niche. So if anything that Washington might be doing, I mean, again, that's to get, engagement from
Right.
other professionals. So if you're seeing things that are affecting you, might be affecting other people that you want to connect with, LinkedIn's an awesome place to share it. The other one that I don't have on here, and that's why I have other, is alignable.com, and it's ALIGNABLE, alignable.com. What that is basically a Facebook for professionals. It's almost like a BNI, online BNI. I have gotten 3 leads so far this year through Alignable, because what happens, it's almost like a Google Plus page that you create, but you have an Alignable page that you create. And businesses look at that, you connect, and you build your connections, and then you can create an event. Like I have an event on Alignable for this presentation today. And so maybe someone might sign up for this. So far, I've met with 3 people in person because they reached out to me. Hey, I'd like to know more about your business. I'd like to tell you a little bit mine. Let's get together for coffee. Love it. And so I do, and I share them information about what I do and what I can do for them. And same with them. So, one was a realtor. If I have anyone who might be looking for a house, I'll send that person that way. So it's a little bit, it's maybe a half hour of your time, but it's huge because you could both have similar interests, and then you can also recommend. So there's that whole testimonial thing, which I'll get to in a second. Brenny, I don't know if you're handling the questions coming in.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, good. Are we good for now? Because I have some more, but I just wanted to.
No, you're flowing right along. You've got about 30 minutes left.
So stretch.
No, you don't have to stretch because we just like the info, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I put the little exclusive. This is 6 ways to engage as a local business. And again, you can use this as if you're a local marketer. This is where you can be a coach. There's 6 great ways to engage with your customers. So you share ideas. Let's pick a brewery. So if a brewery on Facebook wants to share wants to engage more with their customers, they will share an idea or it's not an idea like a concept about brewing. It's about something again that is, for example, recently Indiana dropped its Sunday prohibition. Unbelievably, we had Sunday prohibition for the last 80 years or whatever. And so they dropped it, and that is sharing an idea. And if as a brewery, you were the first to hear about it or had a pulse on that, or if the state of Indiana, they passed a bill about something in your niche, you're sharing it. And that is very, very engaging and can be engaging. SMS marketing, that's short message service marketing. That's for text messages. You can jump on that. But now, as I said before, you can also do the Facebook Messenger service. Huge way to engage. So it used to be in the past, say 5 years, a local, let's say ice cream store, they had people opt in to receive texts. And so they would do blast texts of, it's Wacky Wednesday, let's have 30% off a yogurt fill-up. And so it would go out to everybody, and they would see a spike in the number of people who would stop by their shop. And it's a really, talk about a way to engage. The same with the Facebook Messenger these days. It's new, but it's very, very creative on what you can, as long as you have that contact with that customer or visitor, you can go forward and pretty much send them anything. Obviously, engaging is a fine line. I would not do a special every day because they become engagement blind. They, oh yeah, here's another text I got from this person, or a Facebook message I got from this business. It's starting to get kind of obnoxious. The notification sound is going off like 12 times a day. You want to be kind of good about it, creative. So, exclusive content. If you are a customer of a restaurant and you are on their VIP list, you should be getting exclusive, that's how I have the exclusive content from this restaurant. So they are going to have a new burger, and it's going to be unveiled this Friday. But exclusive VIP members get to come in at a 20% discount on Thursday. And only people on that VIP list will be able to get that price and will know about that. Well, they'll probably share it with their friends, but okay, so what? The thing is, the feeling of exclusivity is rocking for a website visitor or for a VIP member. Huge. Videos. Videos obviously are engaging. I don't know at what year YouTube passed regular like images, but videos are hot, 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 and they're going to stay hot. People would rather watch videos of cute puppies, cute kittens, or whatever versus a still. So stills are, and then videos are happening. Very engaging. So if local businesses don't have a YouTube channel or are not sharing their own videos or interesting videos that relate to their niche on social media, they're losing a lot of potential. That's why videos are huge, and that's why they work. So utilizing other social media, we kind of talked about that a bit, but you know, accountants are like, okay, or dentists, what about Instagram? What do I share? What pictures do I share? Well, get creative. Hire somebody to get creative and have people blast out. So Instagram pictures, for example, that's utilizing other social media. You don't have to stay focused on Facebook. You don't have to stay focused on LinkedIn. You can really broaden, send out your tweets. You know, people think, oh, well, I only have 180 characters that I can use. Okay, but you can send pictures too, and you can send video links. So utilize other social media to engage. And if you think, again, a local plumber who's using 4 or 5 different social medias, they're going to be huge over competition who's just using Facebook. All right, request feedback. Oftentimes, local businesses shy away from getting feedback because they either don't want to have to do it or, you know, at the front desk, how was your visit today? Did you have a great experience? Okay, well, here's a card. If you could either scan the QR code, like my QR code little pitch in there, scan this QR code or type in this to your phone, you'll get a discount next time. But we really want people to leave us testimonials if they've had a great experience. And you're not buying testimonials, you're just asking people to leave feedback. You also might see as a local business, well, my Google reviews stink. They're like 2 stars, but my Yelp are 5 stars. Okay, so how to correct that is to direct people to your Google, who are your fans, and leave reviews for you. As a local marketer, this is a chance for you to kind of be the superhero, to come in, and it's often called reputation management or review management, to go in there and say, I'm loving it. I am able to help this local business correct their issues that are going on, and you're the guy or the gal to do that, and you'll charge for that every month. So request feedback. That's the way to engage. All right, branding. Why is branding so important? Well, branding is something that if you're a brick and mortar, its customers can take with them. So, you know, the pens that we get, okay, well, let's think beyond the pens. So you can be creative. Again, what can people take with them and then share with other people? Wow, I got this really cool fidget spinner. Well, I think we're past fidget spinners already, but something's popular. I don't know. Be creative. something that they can take with them, has your brand on it. Very important. It's an opportunity for you to scale. Are people liking what you give them, your little giveaways? So let's scale it up a little bit. And here's an example. Suppose you have a new logo. That is your brand. You want to announce it. So an opportunity to scale would be to get a billboard and show your new brand. People like new, they like redone, under new management. Oh, thank God, because that other manager was terrible. Well, that is an opportunity for you to scale up if you change something. If you look around your town, a lot of local businesses have lousy logos, and opportunity for you as a if you're a local marketer, to help them, to create something for them, or to guide. You're the middle person who will make that change happen for them. You want a high return on investment. So if you are spending $3,000 on branding every month, and your branding only gets you $1,000, you got to stop that. What you want is $10,000 profit, $20,000 profit on what you spend on your brand. Huge. Okay, I think, and then showcase within social media. Not only sharing it on the outside, but sharing it online. Any sort of brand that you do. In my giveaway that I have, I showcase some branding information and what companies can do to help themselves. And I spell out a little bit more in depth. Anything you do, you want to have a megaphone and shout it out loud, because you're not only hitting your customers, or you're hitting potential customers. Okay, here we are. Yikes, the testimonials. Why are they important? Customer influence potential customers. Take a look at Amazon. Take a look at Walmart, Target, online, you name it. People will look at the reviews. If you see a 1-star review, you may buy it because there's not a lot not a variety. So it's a hedge trimmer that it's a hedge trimmer I really want, or I had, and I liked it, but okay, the person thought it was too expensive, so they gave it a 1-star. That's not enough to sway you away from that product. But if it is a lousy product and you see multiple people, then you're going to shy away from it. Versus 5-star reviews. You bet. If you're in town, you're going to a restaurant, you're visiting somewhere, and you see a restaurant that has 5 stars and is not super expensive, in a heartbeat, I'd go there. So that's why, same, again, any niche, accountants, dentists, plumbers, roofers, doesn't matter. As a local marketer, you can help people, as we already talked about, with review and reputation management. So what you do is you put those testimonials on multiple different platforms, on your Google page, on your Facebook, LinkedIn, all those other social media, on your home page of your website. You could even have it on your web funnel. Again, in the corner, home of the 5-star, whatever, plumber. And you could have a link to Google that shows this is a legit biz that people are digging left and right. So what about negative reviews? Please, as a local business, do not ignore them. If you are seen as taking the challenge, taking the bull by the horns, going up to them and saying, yeah, okay, we screwed up in this instance, we will make it right with you. Respond in some way. Not, this jerk doesn't know what they're talking about, not like that, but be professional. And so if I were to look at a history of negative reviews, and I would see the local business person responding, then I would think, wow, they're like, it's a legit company that is really trying to handle their issues. So that is where the reputation marketer can help as well. And that's why they hire you as a reputation manager. All right, that is it for my main presentation. I don't know, Brenny, I have my little, if it can.
I'm gonna take them to your speaker page so they can see.
Okay.
Gonna walk them through.
All right.
So, okay, you can stop screen share, please.
Okay.
Jim, thank you for a great presentation, guys.
Sure.
It's all these little things that add up to being seen, isn't it? And not sticking all your eggs in one basket.
Correct.
Because let's say you put all your eggs in LinkedIn and then something happens. And I can tell you, yes, guys, technology happens, right, Wasili? I'm like, I was, been working on different platforms. We're not live streaming on Facebook, but that's okay, guys, because we put the replay up there. You
Right.
have to look at what I heard in your presentation loud and clear to me was obstacles are opportunities. Whenever you see a pain somebody's going through, you listen to that, and that gives you the opportunity as a business owner, to respond, but also say, there seems to be something happening here to people over and over. This is a new business I can start to address that problem. So, and I believe in mindset, as you well know. So instead of sitting there going, oh God, listen to that again, it's like, oh, thank you for giving me another source of income.
Yes, of course. And it's just any obstacle is an opportunity, and it's on both ends too. That's true.
Opportunities galore in the world of digital marketing, people. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick screen share, and guys, we're going to be adding more information. I want you to understand that this summit is from people around the world, and many of them have never done live presentations before, and I've done so many. So we will get everything in order, but I know we've had some challenges, but none of those were really our fault technologically. So that's about getting seen. We're going to get seen. It's just, guess what? Not on our time, on the universe's time. They're like, no, let's see if they can go through this obstacle. And I'm like, oh yeah. So this is Jim, and you can read a little bit about him and, find out, why he's so knowledgeable on this subject. And I'm sorry, Jim, I'll put spaces in here.
That's fine.
He knows, like when you're on website building and stuff, people notice it that are on the website world, and other people are like, oh, whatever. So anyway, to get you started right away, here it's the 10 best strategies in local business market he was talking about. All you have to do is click on this button here, and then it'll take you to Jim's website, and, well, let's test it. Oh, okay. I didn't put the link in yet, but this is—
It's there.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's in. It is giveaway, but so if you take out the
it looks like, yeah. Okay, guys. So this is not a big deal. This will take me 2 seconds when we're done with this.
Yep. It's a giveaway, and it's nice because it has pictures. I'm joking. It's a nice little. It's about a 13-page.
But we like pictures.
Yeah, lots of pictures. But there's some really good examples. Like I have one of this truck. I saw, and I took the picture. I had to take it. The guy had a gazillion social media in his website, and it had the name of his business. And I mean, it was like the name of his business, but there was a huge space behind it, the title, and there was nothing about. I didn't even know what the business.
You didn't know what it was.
Right, and it was a huge mistake. And so you could go up to that person. It was an opportunity.
Yes, because you know what? I can tell you from the spiritual aspect of it is spiritual coaches, they don't know about website stuff. They don't know about SEO and above the fold and all that kind of stuff. They're like, man, I just want to teach you how to juice or Reiki, or do some aromatherapy. They're like, you do that. And then some people that love technology go, yeah. So Jim, let's talk about that a little bit because I didn't get all the information in, but I want people to understand. So you have this special offer, and it's called Increasing Your Business Online Presence. So you want your business's online presence. We are doing a local brick and mortar presentation here. So tell me, what is included in this special offer, which is normally what, around $700, but you're going to do it for $298.
Yes. And what that is, it's all about is part of me is I'm doing kind of multifaceted, but it's going to be coaching, primarily coaching. Because if you remember from the the second or third slide, all of those, that list of all those things that businesses have to focus on, they're lost. They don't even want to do it. I don't care if I'm on page one of Google. Well,
You do if you want to keep your doors open.
right, right. And so I can help you with that. Part of not only taking you through that, I will also help you set up a Facebook Messenger service too. So everything from the basic web funnel to trickling down to the Messenger service. So it's how to increase your business's online presence. And yeah.
Jim, I can say, and you can too, because of the group we're in, how powerful it is to be in a group and have a mentor, to have somebody to ask questions to, and to readjust your mindset when challenges pop up. And it happens with mindset coaches. Mindset coaches get coached on their mindset at times because life happens. So it's that, that's where I see a coach is invaluable and a mentor is invaluable. And guess what? You don't know what you don't know. So if you don't know what you're supposed to be above the fold, you can't do it. So
Right.
You're going to look at, are you getting seen? And when you get seen and people see you, then you get leads. Are you getting leads? If not, this is an opportunity to have somebody guide you and actually be able to talk to someone. I mean, they get to actually talk to you, right?
Yes, they do. And they get a one call a week, but 24/7 email. So if they, and I'll get back to them within 12 hours. I'm not at my computer waiting for input.
Well, you know why I say that is because it sounds like a no-brainer. Oh, coaching, and they may want to talk to their client, but I've been in coaching programs and spent $10,000-$15,000 and you never got to talk to the coach. So that's why I just wanted to ensure properly you actually talk to people in your coaching program.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's the thing. What we would do is get on a Zoom conference like this, a Zoom call,
Yep.
and talk directly.
And do you record that so they can go back and look at it later and grab that information?
Yes, ma'am, I do. And
Fantastic.
the nice thing about it, and I've alluded to this before, is you could live in Seattle. I'm in Indiana. I don't care where you live. If you're a local business, need help, need some coaching, that's why they have conference calls like this.
I love it. I love the internet, man. It doesn't matter where you're at. Some of my best clients are like in Australia, the UK, Denmark. My coach is in Netherlands. So I dig it. So guys, once you invest, so you kind of understand a little bit. And I always say invest. I never say buy, because I look at every program. I am investing in myself and investing in my business. That's how I view it. It's an investment. And so once you invest, then it will redirect you back to this page here. And this is Jim's thank you page. And it'll tell you a little bit here to make sure you get your email. But you're just going to click here and it's going to take you to where you're going to sign up to be in his group, in his program. I don't know. Are you doing do you send them like a link to your calendar and schedule it? Or what's the first step once they invest in your program?
It will be an email contact. So I also wanted to clarify that the $298 is a monthly service. You're not locked in. You don't have to have a minimum of it. You could jump on for a month. That's fine. You could jump on for a year. But it's a monthly service. And then the first point of contact will be an email. So once we know that someone has purchased this, I will be in contact with that person to set up our first Zoom conference call.
Okay, so you get one Zoom conference call a week live with you. So it's like strategy and a plan on what you're going to do. And you can quit at any time. But for now, this is like 2/3 off the standard.
Yes. Yep.
Yep, I'm just making sure, just so that we're clear, because that's what we do. We're all transparent here.
Yes, we are.
So guys, and if you want, Jim's very approachable. Go to our Get Seen, Get Leads page and, tag him in there if you have questions, and we all will jump in, answer. You can talk to us. We are a team that wants to make sure you are clear about what we're doing, clear about our information, and we really are helpers. We want to help you. That's why we're doing this. So
Very much so. Yep.
Yeah, we're great. Oops.
Make a noise. Make a noise.
Okay, so that's what it looks like on our side. All right, I'm going to stop the share. Any more questions in here? Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Wasili. Thank you, Jane, Mike, everyone who showed up. We appreciate it. So, guys, this is how the game is played. When the video's done rendering, then the recording goes up. I always give it extra time because I know technology, and I understand that, like, people freak out and it's like, oh, I went through those phases, like, can't do nothing about it, not my fault, sorry. So then I upload it to a replay page, and the replay page will always be getseengetleads.com/replay. So you'll be able to find Jim's there. I'm going to keep Wasili's there just because the universe has had technology just going. Jim, I would love if you're willing to share your slides, because many of the people we all operate differently on how we learn. Some people just want to watch a video. Some people want the slides. They want to print them off. They want to review it. So if you can get me those, then guys, that goes on the replay page and on the speaker page. So Jim.
And I also, on the giveaway, I also encourage local businesses or even marketers to share it with others. So it's not a copyrighted thing. I want you to share it. Very important. But yeah, I'll get those slides over to you.
Yeah, guys, so there you go. By the end of the day, bingo, bango, everything will be super smooth. And when you're on the Get Seen, Get Leads page, guys, click on that and sign up for our bot. It's working awesome, Jim. It's like I set it up so that it goes out and it tells you when the replay's up, because like I said, I give myself like 3-hour window. And before the call starts, it goes out then, and it has a little button. So guys, when you sign up for the bot, you don't have to do the email thing because it's not my thing. So the bot goes, boom, live in 5 minutes. Jim's live in 5. And there was a button that said, join us. Click, take you to Zoom. So it's all about getting seen. And how do you get seen? You make it simple to get seen.
Yep.
So Jim, I want to thank you so much for taking time and being patient and going on this learning curve journey of the telesummit world. Because it's fun and informational, but when you've never done one, it's like kind of throwing you in the back end of Builderall, isn't it? What? Huh? What's happening?
That's fine. Very comfortable with it.
Get going, you're like, this is a piece of cake. Yep. So guys, we're here to share information. Please go to our page, ask us questions. You have a group of 12 people from around the world here to help you with your business, but we also have people that we work with that jump in and share information. So if you're stuck in anything, boom, get in there. We want to help you. Thanks, Jim. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who showed up.
All right, take care, guys.
It's going to be perfect. Kate's going to go smoothly. Okay, stop live stream, stop recording.
Stop live stream, stop video.
And I went out and I tested every